Hey guys, Spence and Gabby here at Core 4x4. We are going to be working on this WJ Jeep Grand Cherokee today. We will be putting our Crawler Series adjustable rear upper A-arm on it. So this part is great for recentering your axle and getting your pinion angle dialed in when you are lifted. It can also be a good stock replacement.
It's an older Jeep. Yeah. It leaks a lot of fluids. It wouldn't be a Jeep if it didn't leak any fluids. So we're going to get our hands dirty today, but this piece is going to look really great up underneath this WJ when we're done.
All right, so this is the factory arm we're going to be replacing. So we're going to start by just removing these 3 bolts. That's probably the easiest way to get at it because there is a lot of bind on these upper bushings, having it droop down like this. We'll pop this off. We'll also get all these brake lines off and the breather hoses. And it may be a little difficult to finesse the arm out if you're on the ground. So that's a little tricky. Other than that, it's a pretty straightforward install. There's one trick that will show you. You will want to set your hole height and your pinion angle on the ground. But what's great about the new arm is you will not be limiting your down travel like this one is. This ball joint is maxed out and probably has a lot of pressure on it. But with the new design, that's not an issue. Sure. Okay, so we just got the old one out. We're getting ready to put the new one in. This is our Crawler Series A-arm. So we got Johnny Joints at the body side and the axle side. Yeah, a few tricks here. It is easier to install the bracket and torque it down while it's up in the air. We can also do the body side joints as well. You can torque those down in the air. But we do need to set it on the ground under its own weight before we can set the pinion angle and do any adjusting here. When we do that, what we're looking for is to give ourselves the most range of travel at the frame side. So we're going to be picking a hole height that's going to be best for your lift. So we, like I said, we can torque everything down in the air because we've got Johnny Joints on all the ends. For the body mounts, the 12mm bolts, you're going to do 65 foot-pounds. On your bracket, you got the one for the Johnny Joint and all 4 here. They are all 125 foot-pounds. And as always, hardware is an option on all of our products. You can reuse factory, but if you want to upgrade, we do offer that when you order. I was thinking if we should have done the bracket we got everything bolted in and torqued down except for this last bolt, which we're going to do on the ground so we can set our bolt height and our pinion. The breather hoses and brake lines, you can just zip tie those up to the arm to keep them up out of the way. Now we're going to lower the Jeep and do this last bolt. When we're setting our adjustment here, we're looking for two things. The angle on the Johnny Joints on the frame side, you kind of want it slightly up or level so you have some travel coming down. Because most of your travel on these WJs is going to be down travel. You don't tuck a lot here with the upper A-arm. And so we're going to run the top hole with it threaded out about a 1/2 inch. And we think this has about a 3-inch lift. So that's a good starting point on there. Pinion looks good. When you're looking at pinion angle, you want your pinion parallel to your output shaft, which is at the other end of your transfer case, and it looks like we got that dialed in. Now, if you have adjustable lower rears and you're adjusting them out to recenter the axle, those measurements and lengths will change. But for this Jeep on this setup, the top hole with it threaded out about 1 inch or a 1/2 inch is a good starting point. Now, the torque on the bracket bolt is 125 foot-pounds, and then this jam nut is 250 foot-pounds. So you want to make sure you get that good and tight to protect your threads. Drive it for about 150, 200 miles, and then retorque everything. That's it.
That's it?
That's it. Pretty easy install.
For once.
Yeah, for once, I guess. The biggest trick is just setting your pinion.
And you had to
It's
do
not
what?
bad.
Like actually lift up the Jeep, rotate it, and then put it back
Yeah,
down.
setting the length is a little annoying because, yeah, you got to...
Raise and lower the Jeep multiple times just to make sure you have the right amount of threads for whatever hole that you're using in the bracket. But other than that, fairly easy install. The new piece looks great under there. The blue really pops.
Yeah.
And they are going to be very happy with this Jeep after the amount of work and parts we've put into it.
Yeah, yeah.
So thanks again for watching and tuning into our videos. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see y'all in the next one.